The lucid dreaming experience can be valuable in lots of ways. It's firstly a whole lot of fun. Secondly, there are a lot of valuable things you can do, like practicing skills, overcoming fears, and so on. But also it offers you a lot of insight. And so today I'm sharing 3 things that I learned while lucid dreaming. Number 1, the subconscious mind is really, really powerful. The subconscious mind is something that we don't think about most of the time because that's exactly what it is. It's below our conscious level of thought. Consciously, we come up with ideas, we think of things, but beneath the surface, our mind is still doing a lot all the time. It's collecting information about the world around us. It's storing millions and millions of memories that we don't even know that we still have that are in there. And it's processing things, it's calculating things, it's trying to come up with the best course of action, it's trying to help us come up with those ideas that we think of. And lucid dreams are a great way to just see the potential that the subconscious mind has, because this entire world that is being created around you is being created live by your subconscious. Your subconscious is as powerful as any computer and creating this fully virtual world around you that you can feel and interact with. And on top of that, you'll discover other things, like you can ask your subconscious to give you ideas in a dream. I do this regularly when I'm stuck for video ideas. I literally ask my subconscious and I'll come into a dream, and even though I've consciously been struggling to get ideas, in the dream I will find some amazing idea, make it into a video, and then it will be the number 2 most popular video on my channel, as an example. The subconscious is pretty damn powerful, and lucid dreams help you realize that very quickly. Number 2, the next thing that lucid dreaming taught me is that seeing isn't always believing. I used to be a big believer in that idea. I used to think, yeah, there's some things that people can tell me are true or whatever, but sometimes I need to see it and experience it to actually believe it. And then once I've seen and experienced it, once I've touched it with my own hands, I know it's real, right? Well, once you have lucid dreams, you're in this world that feels just as real as this one at times, and you can pick something up, you can touch something, you can taste something, you can smell something, you can look at it from every angle, you can examine it, you can take it apart, just the same as you could in the real world. So if seeing is believing, then that would say that all of those dream worlds are real, but we know they're just dream worlds. We know they're just in our mind. So what does that tell us about the real world? Well, it tells us that, again, we don't really know what we're experiencing. We don't really know what we're interacting with, because it could very well just be our brain's interpretation of our surroundings. Lucid dreaming, in a sense, turned me into much of an idealist. I don't just take something as being 100% real in the way it is just because I've seen it or just because I've touched it or whatever, because I know that my senses can deceive me as they do in a dream. Number 3 is that believing in your abilities is important. So, you hear this all the time. It's like one of those cheesy self-improvement sayings that you should believe in yourself. And I never really got that growing up. It's like, what does that have to do with anything? What does believing in yourself do for your abilities? It doesn't make you good at something. It's not going to change how well you do at it. So why believe in yourself? Why is that important? In lucid dreams, I had a completely different experience. I found that by believing in my abilities, believing that I could, use some kind of superpower, or believing that I could jump up in the air and fly, believing that I could spawn an item in front of me, allowed me to do just that. And so I suddenly learned that belief was quite powerful there. But carrying that over into my waking life, I also realized that belief is still quite powerful there. I realized that when I believe I can do something, I actually try and do it, because that's another thing with lucid dreams. If you don't believe that you can fly in a lucid dream, you don't try, you don't experiment, you don't take the time to learn to do it. And it's the same in the real world. While believing that you can fly isn't going to make you be able to take off like Superman in the real world like it can do in a dream, believing that, you can be successful, believing that you can have a happy life, believing that you can get good grades or whatever, is going to help you actually work in that direction. You still need to do the work, but believing that you can actually achieve the end result helps you actually do that because you feel motivated to do it. So these have been 3 things that I've learned from lucid dreaming. But what about you? What have you learned from lucid dreaming? Let me know down in the comments below. And before you go, make sure that you check out my lucid dreaming course. You can find it on Gumroad. It is a 17-part lucid dreaming audio course that teaches you the entire process of lucid dreaming. And you can find out more about it in the top right-hand corner or down in the description below. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you subscribe and enable notifications. If you want to support the channel, check out my Patreon page. And if you want to keep watching, check out one of the videos on screen. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.